in last days of my ummah, other people are also coming. And they will be known as Muslims like this man. He is Zul Khuwaisara Tamimi. Yani Ja Abdullah bin Zil Khuwaisara at-Tamimi. His name was Abdullah bin Zil Khuwaisara at-Tamimi. This man was Abdullah bin Zil Khuwaisira Swad at-Tamimi. Holy Prophet said, Yahkiru ahadukum salatahu ma salatihi. In last days of my ummah, other people are coming from same group. New generations would come. They will also be known as Muslims like these people are. And yahkiru ahadukum salatahu ma salatihi. And you will consider, they will be praying, so praying people, that you will consider your prayers inferior to their prayers. Wasiyamahu ma siyamihi. And the people of Muslims, they will consider their fastings and fasts inferior to their fastings. They will so fasting people and praying people. Yamrukuna min ad-deen kama yamruku sahmu min ar-ramiyya. And they will leave the religion of Islam. They will go out the ambit of Islam. They will go out of Islam. In the same way as an arrow goes out of the game's body, without having any, you can say, a stain of blood on that. Holy Prophet said, Yakhrujuna ala hine furqatim minan nas. Now next chapter is, which Imam Bukhari has taken. This is Hadith 6535. And again it has been narrated by Sahal bin Hunayf. Hazrat Sahal bin Hunayf. The Khawarij, Abu Sa'id Khudri says, the Khawarij were those, he says, I heard this thing from Holy Prophet ﷺ, and I testify that Sayyidina Ali fought with them. Sayyidina Ali fought with them, the Khawarij. Ashhadu anna aliyan qatalahum wa ana ma'ahu. This is about Abu Sa'id Khudri. This is not under the hadith of Hururiya. The next, who said, be just and honest, under that disrespectful man, Holy Prophet said, you will find other people in my ummah, the same kind of people. And they were Khawarij. He fought with them. And Sahal bin Hunayf, again the same, Yakulu fil Khawarij. Other hadith is also about the Kharijis. And this is again Sahih Bukhari. Again he mentioned this in Kitabul Fitna. Other hadith in Kitabul Fitna. And Babu Qawl al-Nabi al-Fitnatu min qibal al-Mashriq. Al-Fitnatu min qibal this fitna will come out of east. This is hadith. Sahih Bukhari. And hadith number is 7094. First of all, 7092. Salim, who was the Prophet's companion, divides. He said, Holy Prophet was delivering a lecture, and he said, I was standing near to Holy Prophet. Holy Prophet said, Faqal al fitnatu ha huna. Al fitnatu ha huna. The fitna, the disruption, that is there. Disruption, the fitna is there. The fitna is there. He pointed out like this. He said, Min haysu yatlu qarnu shaitan. And there a group, a satanic group will take rise from that side. A satanic group will take rise from that side. And Abdullah bin Umar, next to the 7093. Same Kitabul Fitan of Sahih Bukhari, 7093. This is reported by Abdullah bin Umar. He says, Annahu sami'a Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa huwa mustaqbilul mashriq. Yaqulu ala innal fitnata hahuna. Wa hayis min haysu yatlu qarnu shaitan. He said, He pointed out towards east. He said the fitna would be here, there in east. The fitna, the disaster, the distortion, disruption in Islam will come up, will emerge from the east. And this would be a satanic group. Now hadith number 7094. And again this is reported by Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar. He says that Holy Prophet ﷺ once mentioned in his dua, he was praying, he made dua, supplication, and he said, Allahumma barik lana fi shamina. O Allah, bless the people in Sham, in Syria, with your barakah, with your blessings. Shower your blessings on them in Sham. And don't say Syria. Syria, these are the new countries. The word Sham, it includes Syria, it includes Jordan, it includes Palestine, Baitul Maqdis, it includes all these surrounding areas and countries. That is known as Ardul Anbiya, up to the Misr, Egypt near. All these Ardul Anbiya, this includes the word Sham. Mulku Sham. He said, O Allah, barik lana fi shamina. Shower your blessing in our Sham. Allahumma barik lana fi yamanina. And shower your blessing in our Yaman. There were some people sitting there in Holy Prophet's Majlis company, and they had come from Najd. They had come from Najd. And they asked, Ya Rasulullah, wafi Najdina. And make dua for our Najd also. Make dua for our, you know where is the Najd? In the district of Riyadh. That is in district of Riyadh, and the whole province is Najd. The whole Riyadh province is Najd. And Makkah, Jeddah and Medina, this province is Hijaz. And the Riyadh whole capital province is Najd. And some of the scholars say that this Najd was a village on the border area of Iraq. And mentioning, this was one of the capital places of Khawarij and Haruris. So some apply to that village on the border area of Iraq, which was the capital place of the Khawarij, Kharijis and Haruris, Tahriris, or Najd of Iraq, whatever may be. You understand the point? Holy Prophet ﷺ said, he said, Wafi Najdina. Holy Prophet again repeated the words of his dua and said, Allahumma barik lana fi shamina. Allahumma barik lana fi yamanina. O Allah, you bless your showers in Sham and bless your showers in Yemen. And he didn't mention Najd. Again that man said, Wafi Najdina. Holy Prophet again said, repeated the word, Salisa, fi shamina wa fi yamanina. O Bari Ta'ala, for our Sham and for our Yemen, we want your blessings. And third time he said, not for Najd. He said for Najd, when he asked, Wafi Najdina, Ya Rasulullah, and say for our Najd also. He replied, said, Hunaka zalazilu wal fitanu wa biha yatlu qarnu shaitan. I don't say Najd. Why? Because there would be earthquake, zalazil. There would be fitan. And a great satanic group will emerge from that place. A big satanic group will emerge from that place. Satanic group will emerge. So the Prophet has mentioned, a big satanic group will emerge from that place. So you see, that thing was also mentioned by Holy Prophet. The fitna of Najd, those who will emerge from there. The fitna of Khawarij and the fitna of Haruris, Tahriris. All fitnas. The fitna of Najdis, Kharijis and Haruris, Tahriris. And again this Sahih Muslim. Sahih Muslim. Where is, yeah, the chapter, the same chapter, Kitab Zakat, Sahih Muslim, and the chapter number 47. The chapter number 47, Babu Zikr al-Khawarij wa Sifatihim, in Sahih Muslim. And hadith number 1064. Hadith number 1064. Holy Prophet ﷺ said about one person who was disrespectful to Holy Prophet ﷺ, who was not upholding the respect, reverence and love for Holy Prophet ﷺ. And the same thing which we have already mentioned, all those hadiths about this. This hadith is narrated by Abu Sa'id Qadri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and he has mentioned some characteristics, physical characteristics of those people. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إني إنما فعلت ذلك لأتألفهم فجاء رجل. Holy Prophet explained why I have distributed this booty in this way. Some people have been given more, some are being given lesser. This is the reason. Then he said, فَجَاءَ رَجُلٌ, came the same man, Abdullah bin Zil Khuwaisira at-Tamimi, Kassul Lihya, Mushriful Vajnatayn, Ghairul Aynayn, Nati'ul Jabeen, Mahluqur Ras, فَقَالَ اتَّقِ اللَّهِ. He said, fear from God. And this hadith of Sahih Muslim, Holy Prophet said, I have done it that I conciliate them, those some people who have newly become Muslims. Then there came a person with thick beard. This is the hadith. Came a person with thick beard, prominent cheeks, raised cheeks. Not prominent, he has used prominent, but his raised cheeks. Raised cheeks. Deep sunken eyes. Deep sunken eyes. And protruding forehead. Protruding. In fact, this is again raised forehead. Raised forehead. This is a word used by the translator, but I would prefer raised forehead. Prominent cheeks and raised forehead and shaven head. Shaven head. I have mentioned this hadith, my book Al-Arba'in fi Fazail al-Nabi al-Amin. Quote this hadith. Ye jo hadith kitab, this is hadith number 40. Hadith number 40. This is in Sahih Bukhari. I have taken this hadith from Sahih Bukhari, Kitabul Maghazi. Number 2, just write it quickly. Sahih Bukhari, Kitabul Tawhid. Sahih Bukhari, Kitabul Anbiya. Kitabul Anbiya. 3 times in Bukhari. Sahih Muslim, Kitabul Zakat. Sunan Abi Dawood, Kitabus Sunnah. Abi Dawood, Kitabus Sunnah. Sunan Nisai, Kitabul Zakat. And Kitabul Muharabah. Again, An-Nisai, Kitabul Muharabah. Muharabah. And then Musnad Ahmad bin Hanbal and Musannaf Abdul Razzaq and Sunan al-Bayhaqi And then I have given references from 15 books of hadith, page 106, 107 of my book, Hadith Arba'in fi Fazail Nabi Al-Amin. Hadith number is 85, hadith number 85, and the chapter number 40. Interesting, the last characteristics which I have mentioned in all these hadiths is فَقَامَ رَجُلٌ غَائِرُ الْعَيْنَيْنِ مُشْرِفُ الْوَجْنَتَيْنِ نَاشِزُ الْجِبْهَ كَسُّ اللِّحْيَةِ مَحْلُوقُ الرَّأْسِ. These were the 5 things. And the 6th, مُشَمَّرُ الْإِزَارِ. His trousers or whatever, chadar, whatever you say, he was raising quite high, higher than like the mid of the lower legs, up to the mid of the lower legs. He had raised his trousers and the chadar up to the mid of the lower legs, raised that much. Shaven head, this. Next, Sahih Muslim, which I mentioned, hadith 144, 43. Same Sahih Muslim, just I give you the direct reference. Same next hadith, number 144. In Sahih Muslim, number 144 is that hadith which I have given the references of 15 hadith books. So, just to specify the one, in Sahih Muslim, the hadith, next hadith is 144. Here the word mahluqur ras, these are the two main things. Shaven head and mushammirul, mahluqur ras and mushammilur izar. Sunken eyes, prominent cheek bones, elevated forehead, raised or elevated forehead, thick beard, shaven head, and tucked up loin cloth. They have translated it. In fact, the raised cloth on his up to the mushammirul izar, it is tashmir of izar. This is from Sahih Muslim. So he had tucked up and he has raised his trousers up to here. These were two main things. This was the man who said, and Holy Prophet then mentioned, Inna min di'di haza qawmun. From his generation, a group will rise up. From this generation, a group will emerge. From his generation, a group will come up in the last days of my ummah. يَقْرَوْنَ الْقُرْآنَ لَا يُجَاوِزُ حَنَاجِرَهُمْ يَقْتُلُونَ أَهْلَ الْإِسْلَامِ. They will try to kill the Muslim people and they will declare them non-Muslims and kafirs. يَدَعُونَ أَهْلَ الْأَوْثَانِ. They will leave the mushriks and mushrikeen. They will just speak against the Muslim ummah and the Muslims, and they will declare them the kuffar and mushrikeen. And their own position would be that they had gone out from the ambit of Islam. This was Muslim, and the same hadith in Sahih Bukhari. Sahih Bukhari, its hadith number is 640 of the chapter. In Sahih Bukhari, the same hadith is narrated by Abu Sa'id Qadri. The same words. Ghairul Ainain 1. Mushriful Vajnatain, Nashizul Jibha, elevated forehead. Kassul Lehya, full beard. Makhluqur Ras, shaven head. Mushammarul Izar, raised and uptucked their clothes. There got up a man with sunken eyes, raised cheekbones, raised forehead, and a thick beard, a shaven head, and a waist sheet that was tucked up. Mushammirul Izar, that was tucked up. But Izar, you know, this is not this chadar, this is trouser or chadar, tucked up. Of Almighty Allah, Allah's Messenger. Then he said the whole hadith which we have already discussed. So he has mentioned the various people, one from the generation of Abul Khuwaisiriyah, Abdullah bin Zil Khuwaisiri, those who would be disrespectful to Holy Prophet. Another time he mentioned the Kharijis. Sometime he mentions the Najdis, from people coming from Najd. Sometime he mentioned Al-Haruris, Haruriyah. But the basic thing is the basic features and basic characteristics and basic prominent qualities which Holy Prophet has mentioned, and a very specific thing that they would be young, foolish, and they would be emerging in the last days of my ummah, of the Islamic history, and they will belong to the period of fitan. You can have the reference of Bukhari Sharif in the Arabic also. The same bab which I mentioned, Kitabul Maghazi, I have given you the reference. Kitabul Maghazi in Sahih Bukhari, and hadith number is 4351. 4351. Abu Sayyid Khudri is the reporter. The words Mahluqur Ras Mushammarul Izar, two words are important. Shaven head and raised sheet, tucked up sheet. So we concluded this lecture on this subject, that their qualities. Now next time you just remind me, we will start from Ibn Taymiyyah, the same subject. Then we will proceed on Allama Ibn Taymiyyah's book As-Sarimul Maslul. He has given a full chapter on this subject. How the people used to take the references from Quran and misquote it, misuse it, misapply it, wrongly apply it on mu'mineen and people, and how they were disrespectful to Holy Prophet. And they were always in habit of tracing the verses which can be maazallah, wrongly used against the azim status of Holy Prophet, the great status of Holy Prophet. And all these hadiths he has collected in his one chapter. We will start from this. The basic thing was that this was the thing that they, and now then I will give you the another hadith, how they will claim other people to be kafirs and mushriks. So this is very important to understand. What is Tawhid and what is Shirk? So we may remove all kind of doubts about the wrong applications and misinterpretations on this subject. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa ma alayna illa balagh.